a 17-year-old Pakistani, a Norwegian explorer, a Tibetan monk, and an American pastor, what do they have in common? All four of these people have won a Nobel Prize. And you guys already know, the Nobel Prize is the most important and prestigious award in the world. This is an international award that's given to anyone. It's good to know that the award given next to this medal is 10 million Swedish krona. And that's around $1,135,000. And that's for anyone that helps out humanity with whatever they do, and they're the best in their field, they'll get this reward. Whose money is this? Where does it come from? If we want to know, we have to go back around 150 years ago. And that's when Alfred Nobel invents the dynamite in 1866. This invention really blew up Alfred Nobel and really took him to the top. With this invention, his wealth grew exponentially and he became a businessman. Why did the dynamite make him so rich? The dynamite allowed the mines to collect the goods very easily. And the main reason Alfred Nobel got rich was because of this: mines and dynamite. Most of the miners that would work very hard to get the goods saw what Alfred Nobel had invented, that they would pay Nobel a hefty price to use it. And that is why Alfred Nobel got very wealthy. At the end of his life, he had around 90 factories that were located in over 20 countries, and he also had 355 patents, and the most important one was the dynamite. But Nobel was all alone. He never married and he never had any kids. So what's gonna happen to all this money? He created a will and locked it tight. And he said, whenever I die, you guys open it and read it. After Alfred Nobel died, they opened the letter and they were shocked because Nobel had written that all of his wealth should go towards people that help humanity in any way. In his will, he chose 5 subjects, the best in physics, chemistry, medicine, literature, and peace. Nobel was a fan of science, and everybody was surprised that he had peace in there. Some people believe that Nobel regretted inventing the dynamite because his invention was used in war and killing people, and that's the reason he added peace in there. Some people believe that's completely wrong. They say the reason is Bertha von Suttner. She was a peace activist that was friends with Nobel, and she was from Austria. And it's good to know, after Nobel died, she was the first woman to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. And that was in 1905, 9 years after Nobel died. The prize is distributed on a few subjects. It could be awarded to countries or people and groups that help humanity in any way. A lot of people believe that the prize is only given to individuals. That is true. 2/3 of the prize goes to an individual, but the remaining 1/3 goes to groups of people, 2 or more. Who becomes the candidate to receive this award? People that were introduced by government, peace organization, and human rights places. International court. And other people can nominate them too, and that's previous winners. When the candidates are chosen, nobody will know, no people or themselves. The people that don't win, nobody knows that these guys were candidates. After 50 years, the previous candidates and the people that chose them shows up. Like for example, Martin Luther King is the youngest man that has won the Nobel Peace Prize, and that was in 1964. But until 2014, meaning 50 years after, they don't know who nominated him. And in 2014, it was announced that it was a few members of the Swedish parliament that nominated him. There is no limit on how many times you can become a candidate, meaning you could be a candidate 10 times but not know you were ever a nominee. Jane Addams, an American activist, which was one of the most famous activists in that time, was nominated 91 times to win the Nobel Prize. And eventually, at the age of 70, meaning in 1931, she finally wins the Nobel Prize. And 50 years later, it was clear that she was nominated 91 times. So we got to know the candidates. So who chooses the winners? The Norwegian Nobel Committee are the ones that choose. This committee has 5 members. More than 300 candidates are sent to these guys, and they have all year to choose the winner. They usually announce the winner in the month of October, and December 10th is the ceremony where they give the award. December 10th is also the day Alfred Nobel died, so the date of his death is the ceremony. The winners get a gold medal that has Alfred Nobel's picture on it, and in Latin it states "for the peace and brotherhood of men." They also give a certificate to you that you won a Nobel Prize on this date about this, and you also get 10 million Swedish krona. If the winners are a group, the winning prize is spread between them, but each person gets the certificate and the Nobel medal. When Nobel Prize had just started, usually it was men from the United States and Europe. But nowadays, you see winners from all across the globe, and there have been a lot more women winners as well. Since 1901, when the first awards were given out, there have been 720 medals given out. Basically, 6 medals a year is the average. Something good to know is that the Red Cross International Committee has the most Nobel Prize wins in the world, and it's the only organization that has 3 Nobel Prizes: 1917, 1944, and 1963. The prizes that Nobel choose are very good. Either way, the goal of this prize is extremely good for humanity.